It's a love story. You know, if you strip down like the times a year when we're all supposed to be together, and the things that are prioritized during that time, like it all boils down to love, and it involves having those people present, or at least, you know, in terms of like, for example, those finding self-love, it's the return to that initial signal. So I think in the case of Inverno, it's stripped back at the end of the day. It's a love story. It's a conditional love story, but it's a love story.
Inverno, the Great Holiday Circus is about a traveling circus troupe that comes into town and decides to perform their show for the audience. And what ends up happening is a lot more in-depth and a lot more exciting than what a regular circus might be able to provide. This is a full-on hybrid circus, musical, dance spectacle, singing spectacle where all of those different elements of musical theater and acting and circus are all combined to really make a very exciting and different experience for the audience.
It also happens to be, you know, taking a lot of familiar and very ubiquitous holiday tunes and acts and gestures and kind of giving them a 21st century facelift, and doing so in a way that's honest and relevant.
We follow this circus troupe and this ringleader, who the story really ends up being about, as he discovers a lot more about himself and the people around him than he bargained for when he first starts the show that night. And we find a really fun and interesting and heartfelt story as we go about it.
If you think about the idea of joining every single cross discipline in the world, you know, a gymnast, strongman, you know, an aerialist, every single thing, all the way down to the musician, all the way down to the graphic artist, all the way down to the you know, front of house engineers, everybody's an artist. Every single one at the end of the day. And I think is you know, an absolutely true artist in every sense of the word. They're all high level operators that just want to do something cool. And I think so in terms of like Crown Arts Collaborative, of, you know, wanting to do something cool, at the end of the day, that's kind of what it boils down to. It's a bunch of people that just want to climb a mountain for the sake of climbing a mountain.
Yeah, the collaboration process was really fun. I mean, the way it kind of fell into place was there was this idea of wanting to do something circus oriented by the time I was brought in, but there wasn't an idea of what that was going to be. So I had this fun framework that I could play around in and figure out, along with Andrew, how we could make a story that really resonates with people and really still gives them that nostalgic feel for what this time of year represents, but do it in a way that really surprises and you know, astounds people, to steal a term from circus.
Like, I will never ever overstate how ridiculously awesome the team is. Like, everything from down, like, and you can hear it in the back, but like, everybody's here early and they're shedding their parts. You know, Ryan and I are checking in at the end of every night, making sure that we have everything for the next day. You know, Danette is an absolute legend. Deb is an absolute legend. Like, these are all just really, again, I go back to high level operators that just want to climb the mountain.